short questions, but they're going to talk about on some other areas that are proposals to cut. Number one, we're just going to reverse the order. We're going to start right here. Do you favor releasing prisoners early to save money?
Let me give you an example of what we do in Clarendon County, and I'm glad to see the Honorable Mr. Chuck Finney here. We have in our county a very good correctional facility. We use our tax dollars, and it's something that you don't think about when you go to pay your tax bill and it seems too high. But it costs us about $55 a day to house a prisoner. We have been averaging about 100 prisoners in that, or at least 100 detainees, people who have been arrested and not adjudicated or had gone through the legal process. We were able, working with our solicitors, working with our magistrates, working with the attorneys to get that population reduced, to get this process speeded up, not releasing people early, but get the process sped up so that we have reduced our prison population, our detention population, to about 45, so that we've about cut our budget in half. Now, I understand there's some folks there who are in jail for failure to pay child support. I don't know, I'm trying to figure out how that helps anybody, but it costs us $55 a day. So are there folks who are in our jails that we could handle that and handle their incarceration or handle their punishment another way and accomplish the same goal? We have folks in our prison system who are unfortunately drug addicts. They're not drug dealers, and there's a big difference, but they are drug addicts. Is there a better way than simply putting them away in a jail at taxpayers' expense? Is there a better way to deal with that problem? And I think that's something that we need to explore. We need to explore that at every level, because that is an expensive process. If a prisoner comes in to our facility and has health problems, and a lot of folks, that are not in the best of health, then those health problems become the responsibility of the taxpayer. So it's something that we really need to pay a lot of attention to and work on that. Thank you.
Yes, I favor releasing prisoners early to save the state money. However, depends upon the nature of crime. We will determine whether or not we will release them. And as Councilman Stewart stated, child support, and I'll add insufficient checks, traffic violations, and the amount of money, as stated by Councilman Stewart, it costs the state to provide resources for prisoners.
Under normal circumstances, I believe that if you do the crime, you're going to do the time. But yes, these are not normal circumstances, and I do realize that the Department of Corrections is running a very huge deficit. And I would say also, even locally, that the city of Manning pays that same $55 a day for any criminal that we take from the city. So I would agree to, because of the budget situation, to release prisoners early, as long as they're not, as long as they have not committed violent crimes. I think the folks that commit the most heinous crimes and violent crimes should serve their full sentence, and otherwise we'll be spending more money in the long run, I believe.